Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live here at Trader's Journey on YouTube. Today we're going to be discussing a potential game plan for next week for GameStop and AMC. I didn't really want to cover this on the channel, but we've had so many requests from all my followers, as well as a couple of my members, in fact, who have actually been trading GameStop and AMC. And why not? You know, so many of you are asking for it, so I can only answer that and give you guys a video and an update of what's going on and what the game plan is if I was to be trading these stocks so for next week. Now, just a disclaimer, guys, be prepared for anyone looking to play GameStop and AMC. Just be ready to lose whatever you put in. Now, I would go in extremely light if you're going to be trading these stocks because of the volatility, the crazy amounts of volume which we're seeing on GameStop and AMC. It's only right with these big swings. Don't go in heavy and don't be playing any of these trades heavy. Just a quick disclaimer there for anyone looking to get involved in these stocks. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people asking about it, obviously trending across the socials, GameStop and AMC. So thought to give you this update so we can discuss what the potential game plan is for next week. So I'll be going through each of the stocks one by one, and I'll probably be flicking through GameStop and AMC and just talking you guys through what my thoughts are and what I'm thinking is going to happen. But one of the first things I want to mention here on GameStop and AMC is one of the key things I've been watching on both of these stocks and both of these plays is the volume levels. The volume levels have been a key indicator for me when I've been looking at these charts. Not saying I've been looking at these charts every day, but just to give you my initial thoughts is that the volume levels tell you a clear picture of what potentially might be coming for these potential plays. Now, as you can see from the charts, I'm not sure how clear this is for you, but towards the bottom of my charts, you can see volume levels. You can see these volume levels towards the bottom of the charts. This is trading view if anyone's wondering, and you can see the volume here. So what the volume is telling me here, as I zoom in, you guys can hopefully have a clearer picture of what's going on. But the average, when we see higher than normal, higher than average, above average volume levels, we see something interesting happen here to the stock price. Now, one of the ways you can actually monitor this is by the increased volume over a period of time, i.e. over the period of a few days. As you can see, volume levels kind of dropped here, and then volume started spiking on the day before or generally throughout that day, and then we saw it reach a high here, and then the same happened again. We reached another high when volume levels were peaking, and we saw. So I'm going to be monitoring the volume levels. This is obviously on a 30-minute time frame, so you can't really you might want to go to the smaller time frames and track the volume levels, because as volume starts to spike, we then see these bigger moves on these type of plays, and that goes with any stock in general, to be honest. As volume starts spiking, we do see interest pick up, and we see the price fluctuate a lot more. So one of the things I'll be watching next week is how the volume fares compared to how it's been in the past, because in the past, when we've seen two levels, two consecutive 3-4 consecutive days of increased volume, we have seen crazy spikes in the prices of AMC and GameStop. So that's something I'll be watching next week, is the volume levels. Now, what else will I be watching? I'll also be watching my support and resistance levels, which I've charted here on GameStop and AMC, which I'll be talking you guys through. So with GameStop, the same thing applies. I'll be watching the volume levels, because volume has been a key thing here. As volume has spiked over a consecutive amount of days, say 4 or 5 days, we've seen that. Now, what are we seeing in more recent times is volume is beginning to spike. So when we hit that dip, volume spiked and the price got driven right back up to resistance of 218.50. Now volume levels are starting to creep down again, so we potentially may see this stock price come back down to 113.09. That is my potential. If I was to be trading this, I am not trading this just as just to put it out there, guys. I'm not trading this. I'm just putting this out for the benefit of everyone who's been asking me to do some deeper analysis into these stocks. But for me, if I was looking to enter in any of these on GameStop specifically, I would be looking at 113.09 as a dip buy opportunity. We see this has acted as support on several occasions. Even when we see that big sell-off that we saw back in 28th of January, where did it get supported? exactly where we've just been talking about, 113.05. So 113.05 is acting as a key area, a key price support area, which has continued to act as support for GameStop. So that is what I'll be watching for a potential dip opportunity if anyone's interested. So 113.05, 113.09, anywhere around that price point. So volume is going to be key, and these price levels which I've set here of support is going to be extremely key in making sure you get a good entry. And in terms of exit here, GameStop is obviously wild because it can run like crazy if we get a good run up. And what my thoughts are here on GameStop and AMC, if it's happened before, it can happen again. If it's happened before, it can happen again. So we've seen 2 runs on GameStop in the past, and whether we see that calm down into the next week, because crypto has been doing very well, guys. Cryptocurrency has been doing well in this past week as well as this weekend. So that's something to be mindful of, because most of the people who are trading GameStop and AMC, let's be honest, they're Wall Street bets. And if their attention has been taken away from the market and focused on the crypto world, then we may not see buyers step in to see the rally we expect, right? So that is something to be mindful of, because if Bitcoin's running, cryptocurrency is running, then I'm sure that is going to take their attention, and that's where they're going to be focusing their money in and investing their money in. So that'll be something I'll be watching for next week as well. Now, like I said, we've had 2 good rallies of GameStop, 347 acting as a huge resistance point here, acting as that big, creating that big sell-off back to 113.09. But one of the other things I spotted here, which I wanted to mention, is a potential head and shoulders pattern forming here on GameStop. The same sort of pattern formed on AMC as well, as you can see from here. There is a potential head and shoulders pattern forming right here. So that is potentially a bearish pattern there. So we may see price sell back off. For AMC, I have 766 acting as key support and 881 acting as key support. So these levels will be watched very closely, and a stronger support area here is sat at 525. But I don't think we come down to 525 judging from the charts here. But even though we got this head and shoulders pattern, so we may see it come down to 766 because that's acting as a strong support right now. So GameStop, like I said, 113 is the price point to be watching for a dip buy, and AMC looking like anywhere between that 881 level and 766. So that pretty much sums up what I'll be looking at for GameStop and AMC. But another thing that's going to be something I'm going to watch, like I said, is volume levels. And I'm going to be watching stock twits as well, because stock twits helps me understand how many watchers, if it's trending or not on socials. I'll look at Twitter, I'll look at all my social media and see what's going on there, because that would be a good indicator. Now, just keep in mind, like I've said at the beginning of this video, is that it's going to get wild out there. It's going to get wild. So only invest and trade what you're willing to lose, especially on these stocks, because the volatility and the volume coming through these stocks is crazy, right? And we may see a short squeeze run up again, because the short squeeze is still possible, and it can still cause a huge rally in the stock again, like we saw previously. And that goes for both stocks. AMC with an all-time high of 25.76. So the potential for that to happen again, well, most certainly can happen again. And if it's happened before, it can happen again. Like I've said, guys, if it's happened before, it can happen again. But I don't want to be throwing out some crazy analysis here, because as you guys know, AMC and GameStop, highly volatile, highly speculative plays. So it's not one where we can use our fundamentals or anything with that to forecast what the potential highs are for these plays. But it seems to be holding it well at these particular levels. Both the stocks, AMC holding well at 1019 and GameStop holding around that 180 level pretty well. And I must say, I am still very surprised that both stocks are holding up at these levels, which is crazy. Botis, shout out to Botis, because he's one of the members who has continued to trade both of these stocks, and he's managed to profit. So well done to Botis for holding it down and managing to take his profit whilst he could before any huge sell-offs on these stocks. And that's the one thing I'd like to say to everyone as well, is that if you're in profit, you've got your return that you expected. No one went broke taking profit, so make sure you try and take your money off the table when you can, because the longer you're in these plays, the more risk you have to your capital and the money you've invested. So I hope that makes sense. Just a quick video for you guys wanting to on a roll with the lives today. I made another one earlier today just on charting. If you have enjoyed these videos and lives, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join us for more lives. We'll be going live at market open hopefully and market close throughout the week. So make sure you stay tuned on by subscribing to the channel. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, which is pinned there towards the live chat. But that's the quick update for you guys, and hopefully you've learned a thing or two here. But best make it aware that this is extremely volatile and extremely risky plays and highly speculative. So as long as you know that and you understand the risks associated with trading these stocks, then by all means do what you can, see if you can get involved. But if for whatever reason I get interested in these plays, I'll probably be going in extremely light, and I won't be bothered if I lose the money that I put into these plays, because we all know of that big huge pump and dump there back in January. So let's see what happens throughout the week. I'll be keeping you guys posted. Thanks for everyone joining on the live, and I really appreciate your guys' support. So thanks for joining, Seb, and anyone else watching live. But that is the updates on GameStop and AMC. I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy to see what happens this week, but I'll be watching closely and hopefully keep you guys posted. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. If you haven't watched the rest of this live, thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. Trying to on a roll today. In fact, this is my second live for the day. Maybe we'll be back in the evening. Who knows? But I'm going to be taking a break, recapping the week we have just gone through, and hopefully see what happens next throughout the week. So I'll be sharing that in the Discord, Jack, and hopefully we see any potential plays. But I know oil has been in a boom this past week, and oil's been doing well. So will we see a continuation of that? We may have to look into some oil stocks, but there's so much out there, right? There's so much out there, but you got to keep your eyes everywhere, keep your eyes open, and understanding what's happening in the market. But that's the update for GameStop and AMC. If anyone missed the beginning analysis which I gave to you guys, then try and rewind and you guys will be able to watch that. This live will get posted as a video if you guys want to watch the recap, so that will be there as well. So thanks for your support, Jack. I appreciate you. Jack's always here supporting, as well as Seb. Jeez, Jack and Seb, the main man, the main loyal members here, always supporting the live. So appreciate you guys. Catch you all on the next one. Take care, Jack. Have a good weekend, what's left of it, and Sebastian, take care. Bye bye.